Hey, it's Christmas morning. Let's see what I got in my stocking. Socks. Thanks, socks. Socks. A Pee-wee's Playhouse Pee-wee Herman figure from Matchbox. Whoa! Whoa! Thanks, Santa! Hey, Merry Christmas, everybody. Welcome to Brave New Weird. Golly gee. You know, wow. Just wow. Dr. Doom as Santa Claus. What'll they think up next? Hey, everybody! Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're having a great holiday week so far. Whatever it is you celebrate, whether it's Christmas, Hanukkah, Festivus. Hope it's a special one for you. I am, of course, in keeping with tradition, sick. And I've been sick for a week. I think I was sick almost every Christmas Eve as a little kid. My parents would take me down to the doctor down the street and we'd get a shot, an antibiotic shot, and it would boost me back to life just in time for the guy in the red suit. And it's almost sort of like nostalgic for me to get sick around Christmas. I almost like it. Is that weird? It is weird. Yeah, today I am going to tell you a little story about what I'd like to refer to and what I remember as the greatest Christmas ever in my house. First, let me give you a little background on what Christmas was like for me as a kid. I am not shy about admitting this, but I was a bit spoiled. My parents got me all sorts of stuff every Christmas. They weren't rich. We definitely didn't have money. It was all like credit card debt Christmas toys. You know, it makes me kind of appreciate it more because they really went above and beyond for me growing up, and it's the best memories. I know everyone loves to say Halloween is the best holiday, and it is up there. I did 5 videos on Halloween this year, but at the end of the day, Halloween didn't give me complete lines of cherished action figures from the 80s and 90s. So Christmas will always be my beloved favorite holiday, and I want to talk about it today because it's almost here. And yes, I realize there's a lot more to Christmas than just receiving toys. The giving, the loving, the food, the spirit in general. I love it all. I really just love Christmas. But this is a toy channel, so I'm talking about the toys, all right? So, like I was saying, Christmas was always great for me. I always had tons of stuff, whatever was hot that year. If it were X-Men or Star Trek, The Next Generation figures, whatever, I would get it. Sometimes I would get stuff I didn't even really want, but it was like my dad kind of thought that he should get me the thing that was out that year. And so I would get like entire lines of things that I really didn't care much about. I'm talking about you, Stargate. But at the end of the day, I really loved it all, and I played with it, and I appreciated it. And there was one Christmas in particular that I'd like to focus on today, and I believe it was probably when I was 5 or 6. I can't quite pinpoint which year it was. Probably like 85 or 86, if I had to guess. And so it was a typical Christmas already. I mean, I was young, but I already kind of knew the drill. I had all kinds of toys under the tree. It was chock full of presents, mostly for me. I did know that a lot of them were He-Man and Masters of the Universe figures and probably vehicles and stuff under there. I knew that. And so it was probably early December, I want to say. My family and I were just going about our business as usual, pre-Christmas. There was a gas station that my dad frequented. We were there probably twice a week. My dad was a reverend in our little small town, and so a lot of people knew him, liked to talk to him, and that included the guy that owned the gas station, the little Gulf station in our town, Mr. Black. I remember him vividly, and his assistant, who was the mechanic, who was named Charles. I know their names, I know their faces, I can see it like it was yesterday. And you know, this was the early 80s, but in my memory, it looks like the 50s. He would come out and he would greet me, Mr. Black, in the back seat. I remember it rolling down my window, and he would hand me the little black and white striped peanut butter bars. Do you remember those? They were so good. He always had them. And so one day in early December of this year, he called my mom to come out of the car and he said, "Hey, I want to show you something that you might like for little Charlie." My mom went in and I went into the gas station, and I can remember this very vividly. There was a stand-up display made of cardboard. It had a top with a hole in it for you to put things in, and then it had a backer board that said Mattel really big, and it had a picture of He-Man, Barbie, and Hot Wheels on it. And basically what it was a contest from Mattel for one lucky kid to win a crap load of toys. And so I really think, looking back, I really think that this was made for kids that had very little, all right? Probably kids that weren't getting much for Christmas were meant to play this game, this contest. And so my mom, on Mr. Black's advice, put my name in the box. And so we left, we went about our business as usual. All was forgotten. Hey everybody, Future Charlie here. Sometimes I forget that I make these videos for the whole world to see. I just want to say, I by no means am bragging about getting a lot of stuff for Christmas. I understand that there are kids out there that get very little to nothing for Christmas. And so I just want to make that clear. I am not bragging. I feel very guilty about this. Trigger warning for what's coming up next. Fast forward to Christmas week. My mother gets a call, and we are alerted that I have won the Mattel contest for Christmas. The kid who has probably close to 40 presents under the tree has won the Mattel contest. Wow. So I still can't believe this. I thought about this a while back randomly, and I was like, did I dream that? Did that happen? I don't know. So I started looking around online to see if I could find anything on this Mattel giveaway, sweepstakes, contest, whatever you want to call it. I found nothing, no mention. I tried everything I could, no mention of this contest, sweepstakes, anywhere on the internet, which is crazy. So I called my mom and I said, did I dream this? Did this happen? And she's like, it very much happened. She confirmed, and my memories confirmed. And so that week, Christmas week, a giant white truck pulls into my driveway, and they open up the back, and it is filled with toys. So these are He-Man toys. I mean, like everything. So play sets, vehicles, figures, everything that had kind of come out that year, I had. There was also Hot Wheels. Lots and lots of Hot Wheels. I was not really a Hot Wheels kid. I mean, I kind of was. I had them. They just didn't get me too excited, And then there was tons of Barbies stuff. Barbie dolls, and I remember there being like a Barbie kitchen playset, that you would stand at and actually make food. All this was unloaded into my garage of my house, and it was Christmas, man. It was on. So these were not wrapped. They were just brought right in, and I cannot remember what we did at that point. I want to say that I probably just started opening things, but my parents may have wrapped some of them to be opened on Christmas, because I don't think it was actually Christmas Day. There was no media, there was no reporters, nothing. It was just this truck hey, you got the toys, here they are, bam. And let me tell you, it was amazing. Do I feel guilty? Yes, I still feel guilty about this, because I ended up getting, I think, doubles of some of the figures, but man, was it crazy. And so I still have a lot of the toys I got that year, a lot of the He-Man toys. I still got my Snake Mountain. That was the big playset that had come out. I never got Castle Grayskull. It's always been on my wish list. I got Snake Mountain that year. I got a crap ton of vehicles and figures, and I still, I'll never get rid of these ones that made it. A lot of my He-Man figures got kind of mildewy and sticky and stuff, and I had to get rid of them, but the ones that I saved, I will never ever get rid of, because it's a very special memory for me, and also I love He-Man. So that is that. If you're wondering, I gave the Barbie stuff to my little cousin who was a girl. That was not that girls only can play with Barbies. I'm not saying that. But at the time, she was into Barbies. And yeah, I enjoyed He-Man and Hot Wheels, and it was probably the best Christmas I ever had. I mean, I had a lot of good ones, but this one was truly magical and very lucky. I've never won anything in my life. I don't win stuff. And so that kind of like set expectations for my life that did not follow through. So thank you, Mattel. I would like to put a plea out to anyone out there. If you can find any information on this contest from early to mid 80s, Mattel, He-Man, Barbie, blah, 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 please, I would love to know what you found. I would love to see any kind of proof that this thing happened. Please, I'm begging you, let me know. Let me know, internet. Leave me a comment, send me a message on Instagram. By the way, Instagram, brave_new_weird. And I hope everyone has a great holiday season, and take care until I see you probably after the new year. Bye-bye.